Joined by Longwood University head coach Erika Lang-Montgomery, Kiki McIntyre, and Mariah Wilson. Coach.
Good evening. Still catching my breath. I'm just really proud of the effort that my team gave for 40 minutes. Like, we talked about adversity coming, and we talked about how we have to fight and we have to battle, and we did that for 40 minutes. That third quarter could have taken the wind out of us, could have knocked us down, but we had a mission, and we stayed together, and we found a way, and we got the job done tonight.
Thanks, Coach. Take questions.
You guys split the regular season, so you make any changes or a different philosophy, or just have your team do what they normally do but better?
Yeah, I mean, we made some adjustments to our defense. You probably didn't see us as active, as flying as we were. We wanted to do a better job of keeping the ball in front of us, not allowing them to get some open looks, even though we did give them some. But that was kind of the game plan, was to try to limit their threes. But they still did a great job of shooting the ball from three tonight. But we wanted to battle on the boards. We just wanted to be the tougher team.
So about those 3 points, it's not often that a team shoots or makes 7 more 3-pointers than you and still loses. So what did you see from your perimeter attack, and how did that differ from the game, the 2 games either this season or the tournament game last?
Well, I mean, the big difference is that we fought through. Like, we knew the threes were going to go up. We knew some were going to fall. There was probably 5 or 6 more fell than we would like them to. But I think the difference at their place, we kind of hung our head, and we did not have a strong fourth quarter finish at their place. And I think that was the difference, is that we were just determined. We were on a mission to be that last team from Virginia standing.
Chelsea.
Kiki, is that you guys definitely won the fourth quarter? Is that kind of what you practice for, and you do all that work in the off season to get ready to be in a position to actually be the better team in the fourth quarter of a really, really close game?
Yeah, we do. We execute that a lot in practice, like just scrimmaging and doing like situations where we're down 10 or down 5 in the fourth quarter. So I think that showed really well today, and we executed really well.
We took care of the ball. That was the big thing. I mean, that's the thing that's jumping off the page to me, is that we only had 11 turnovers, and so that probably is the biggest difference in both those games as well.
Okay. Go, Aiden.
And Coach, talk about the adjustments to the defense. You guys played really well on the defense side. On the offensive side of the ball, 4 double-digit scores today. Was that something that you guys were in the game plan, trying to get everybody their touches?
I think that's been who we've been all year. Not necessarily a change, but we talk about ball movement. I think there was one timeout where I said, we don't have to rush. The ball can touch everybody's hands and we'll be fine. We made some minor adjustments to our offensive scheme, and I think it paid off for us tonight.
This is for either one of the players. It was pretty evident at the end of the game. You guys are such a tight-knit group, and everybody talks about how they want to make a team a family. What does it feel like in that room to know that you'll be supported by all your best friends? What does that feel like?
I think just the most important thing is staying together. I think we all want the same thing, so it feels really good knowing that when we go out there, we all have the same goal. And I know behind me, I know the next person's coming, so it doesn't really matter in the moment in the game, even who's on the floor. We all can play. We play together really well, and we use each other to just our advantages and know each other's strengths. So yeah.
You're good, Justin.
Mariah, could you just talk a little bit about the fourth quarter, what you thought was the difference, particularly after they come back and erase that lead in the third quarter? What did you get? What was the difference for you guys in the fourth?
I think our fight was what was most important. We played better when we played together. I think we took some quick shots in the third that gave them a chance to catch back up, and then we got a little bit jumbled up. But once we kept just fighting and not hanging our heads, even then when we did make mistakes, like I said before, we have each other's back in those moments. So I think that was most important.
Coach, I know you already talked about limiting the outside shot, but in the fourth quarter you held them to 27 from the field and 25 from 3. Was there anything you said or did that kind of re-emphasized that?
No, I just told them that our defense has been our identity all year, and that's where we were going to win the game, was getting stops. We had to get stops, scores. That third quarter was a little rough, but I knew that our defense could hold if we were just focused and intentional on getting those stops, and we did.
I've always thought, to have a good team, you need rebounding from your guards. And so I thought you guys did that tonight. That's something that you emphasize with them. The guards have to crash the boards, or that's just something you guys do?
Yeah, I think that like we talk a lot about on the defensive end. Mm-hmm. We got 5 going to the board, and then on the offensive end we send 1 back. But just making sure that like sometimes people think we aren't going to crash, but it's usually our downfall, and now we were there. So.
And I'll just say, we said it just can't be Otaifo and Francis, like the guards, you guys, especially because of the threes, the rebounds are long, and we've got to run them down and pursue. And I'm just looking, Kiki had 6 tonight. That's huge. 6 from Kiki, 5 from Mariah, JC 3, 2. Those are big, and so we needed that tonight.
And this one for both Kiki and Mariah. Obviously, in the fourth quarter, a lot of different foul calls and a lot of huddles with just you guys without a coach. What was y'all's message to each other in those huddles?
Honestly, just to stay together and like keep our head. Like sitting on the bench is like hard. You can get cold and everything. So just making sure that we stay together and like hyping our teammate up, knowing that the next person can get the job done too. And so just waiting your turn and being ready when you get back out there.
Mm-hmm. Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
A lot of late foul calls in the fourth quarter, and you guys had a lot of huddles with just y'all, no coach. What was y'all's message to each other?
I think just to fight, like just keep fighting through, kind of like she said. It is hard to sit on the bench and get cold, but the next person's going to come and do their job. So just making sure, regardless of the outcome, like if it's a foul or not, just keeping each other's heads up and in the game.
Kiki, just real quick, just looking ahead tomorrow, you got a chance to win 1 game, play in the NCAA tournament. Can you just talk about what that means as a player and the work that's gone into kind of get to that moment?
It feels amazing to get to that moment. Like, I'm so excited, but we're not done yet. So we got to get there first and win that one. But, yeah, we're ready. We're tunnel vision right now, tunnel vision. So,
Coach, here it is, 1 versus 2 is what's next. So what does the matchup with High Point look like to you?
Well, it's going to be a heavyweight fight. These are we've got 2 very good basketball clubs that want one thing, and there's only one of it to go around. And so, we split in the regular season, and we just have to come out and take it 1 possession at a time and hopefully play our best basketball tomorrow.
Great. All right, Coach, ladies, congratulations. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you.